Okay. I always start with Jai Sri Krishna. So here, Jai Sri Krishna. And today I am interviewing Vatsala, who has been my friend for quite a while. Maybe we don't meet often, but whenever we meet, we have intense chats. So she's been my friend. We play bridge together and we belong to the same club. But her first book was Shadows of the Palm Tree. And now she has come up with a book with rather a disturbing title. And the title is When God Died. So let me ask her a few questions. Hello, Vatsala.
Hello, Shakuri.
So why this disturbing title to your book?
So, the title of my novel, When God Died, has been inspired by Friedrich Nietzsche's pronouncement on the death of God. So, the German philosopher who many of us know and love pronounced the death of God in The Gay Science. Now, Nietzsche was not celebrating the death of a divine being, but rather he was mourning a society that had lost a solid moral foundation.
Yeah, Vatsala, I understand that. But Vatsala, don't you think that this title of yours could antagonize people? Tell us a little more about your book and what you think and how you came about to writing it. Just a little something to pique the reader's interest so they just rush to the bookshop and buy your book.
So, I have set this novel, it opens in fact in 1662, and it is set in the Inquisition in Goa. Now, first, of course, I must state that I do not wish to antagonize any religious or national sensibilities, but I was so amazed when I first stumbled on the Inquisition. Of course, as most of you will know, it was a spiritual tribunal established to suppress heresy and enforce Catholic orthodoxy. And the violence that was unleashed by the Inquisition in the name of God was chilling. Now, I am merely telling a story that I feel carries a message in a world still asphyxiated by sectarian violence. If Nietzsche's dead God is a metaphor for the loss of universal moral truth, then its relevance even today is staggering. God continues to die every day.
So can you tell us exactly what Friedrich Nietzsche said and explain it to us a little bit?
So I think it's best for me to share his words because they are really, like you said, disturbing and provoking, and I think he says it best. So let me just quote a few lines from The Gay Science.
Yeah, do please.
So this is how it goes. God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? Of course, it goes on, and I will, leave it to your listeners to
I think,
read it again.
Because I noticed that whenever people read quotes, they dream a little. So will you just tell us this quote again, but just with a little word, not the quote, but a little extra word. So what does he say?
So basically, he is really bemoaning the loss of God, but the loss of moral truth, morality, a moral foundation, which is what society was undergoing not just in his time, but even today.
Yeah, true, it's true. I cannot deny that it is happening. So, would you tell us a little bit more about your story, about the story that you tell us in When God Died?
So, as the back of the book says, really, I explore religion and race, love and loyalty, identity and survival. But in its simplest form, I think When God Died is a love story, a tragic love story. And it is the story of a Portuguese girl who sails to Goa from Lisbon and to marry a nobleman selected for her by the crown. Unfortunately, her fiancé dies a few hours before the wedding, and she's coerced into marrying a Goan, who is a Catholic, of course. He is a landowner and an ostensible pillar of the church. This husband, who she unfortunately discovers very soon, her husband, is a man without a moral compass and is a mole of the Inquisition.
Oh.
And he has profited immeasurably from the tribunal's spiritual machinations.
Oh my God, I'm just dying to read the book now. So I think we get a good idea here, a love story, and then, this is going to be interesting. And Vatsala, I really, it's time to talk about these things in today's world. But I think now that we understand where Vatsala comes from and where her title comes, it makes all our hearts bleed for whatever has been happening all these years and continues to happen, the violence and the decadence of moral values, not being able to understand what I feel every religion is trying to teach us. Every religion talks about love. Every religion talks about compassion. Every religion I know has it's just that sometimes maybe we misunderstand. And today, even science, with the emergence of learning about the quantum physics, talks about one energy, one power that comes up with so much that we are science or we are not able to comprehend. Do a little study on quantum physics and you will know what I am talking about. But basically, it is one energy. It is one universe. We are one people, and we have just one home, and that is the earth. It is up to us to look after it and leave it safe and sound for our children.